morning everyone. Today I am going to tackle lecture of discrete mathematics chapter number 4 algebraic structure. We have already seen in our previous lecture how we find the group and the abelian group and what is the definition of the semi group, monoid. So in our today's topic is the order of a group. So we have already seen if we find out the group, so we satisfy the 5 properties, 4 properties for group, and the abelian group we satisfy the total 5 properties. So first one is the closure property. Close if a group with any operator satisfy the closure property, then we can say that this is a algebraic structure. Second one is the associative property. So if a group satisfied with any operator satisfy the closure property and the associative property both, then we can say that this is a semi-group. Third one is the identity property. So if closure property, associative property and the identity property, 3 properties are satisfied, then we can say that this is a monoid. Okay, and for the group we have the 4 properties: closure property, associative property, identity property and the inverse property. So if given a set with any operator satisfy the all 4 properties, then we can say that this is a group. Okay, but if one more properties are satisfied, that means the commutative property. So if one property is satisfied, then we can say that this is a abelian group. That means for finding the abelian group we satisfy total 5 properties, and for finding the group we satisfy the 4 properties. Okay, so our next topic is very interesting because of according to this order of a group we have the 3 topics. See here, the order of an element of a group, the cyclic group and the generator. Okay, so what is the order of a group? Okay, so here the order of a group just like a set of element. Okay, so here the order of a group, that means what? The number of elements in the group G star is called the order of G. It is denoted by mod of G. Okay, so here the group of order 1. In case a group, for example, we are given in the G comma star is a group. So if the group of order 1 has only one element, okay, and it is always an identity element. So why we say here this is the identity element? Because of the one element is present and this is a group. So in the group we finding the closure, associative, identity and inverse. So if only one element and it is always an identity element. Okay, next one is the order of an element of a group. Okay, this is the order of a group. This is the order of an element of a group. So let for example G comma dot, that means the multiplication we consider here. Let G comma dot be a group by the order of an element A belongs to G. It means that at least a positive integer n if one exists. So a raised to the power n is equal to e, the identity of G, or you can say that the order of A is equal to n. Employs e raised to the power n is equal to E. Okay, that means order of A is equal to n. So this is the process for finding the order of an element of a group. Okay, so here if there exists no positive integer n, then a raised to the power n is equal to e, then we can say that A is of infinite order or of zero order. Why we say here the infinite order or the zero order? Because of if there exists no positive integer such that an is equal to e, that is what? Order of A equal to n, and the element is what? This is the identity element. Then we can say that A is of infinite order or of zero order. Okay, next one is the generator. So what is the generator? Generator, that means on a group G star, an element A is called the generator if G star is a group and an element A is called the generator if A belongs to G and for our A belongs to G can be represented using the power of A. That means what? If we find out the generator, then you consider here, for example, A belongs to G, A is any element of the group G. So we write here in this format. A raised to the power 1, A raised to the power 2, A raised to the power 3, A raised to the power 4 up to so on. And star is any given operator. Okay. So what is the definition for finding the generator, because this is very important point for finding the generator. So it means that if we have a set 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a group and the G is equal to, we are given in the set 1, 2, 3, 4 for example. So for finding the generator, so every element 1, 2, 3, 4. So one element, for example, first element is 1. So you write here 1 raised to the power 1. Next 1 raised to the power 2, 1 raised to the power 3, 1 raised to the power 4 with the help of the operator. Okay, for example, our operator given in the addition modulo m or our operator given in the multiplication modulo m. So with the help of the set of elements or the group of the elements and the we are given in the operator addition or the multiplication modulo. So if we use one by one element and we find out, for example, 1 raised to the power 1, so we get any answer 1 raised to the power 2, 1 raised to the power 3, 1 raised to the power 4. So after solving these steps, if we get all the elements for the group G, then we can say that this is a generator. Okay, so we take here one example, and with the help of example we find out the what is the generator, what is the process of the generator. So example is 0, 1, 2, 3 and the operator is addition modulo 4 and we are finding the generator. Okay, so generator, for finding the generator, so we have to use the every element of the group G. Okay, so here for example we are given in first is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So what is the process for finding the generator? So for finding the generator, first we consider the zero element. Okay, so if we consider the zero element, so first we use the 0 power 1. Okay, so here we write the 0 power 1, that means 0. Okay, next one is 0 power 2, that means what? 0 plus 0, and here we use the operator addition modulo 4 because of we are given in the plus 4. Okay, so what is the process for finding the addition modulo or the multiplication modulo? So 0 plus 0, that means 0 divided by 4. So 0, so we write here the 0. Okay, next one is we write the 0, 3. That means what here? The 0 plus addition modulo 4, 0 plus addition modulo 4, 0. Okay, so that is 0 plus 0 plus 0. That means 0 and divided by 4. So we get the 0. Okay, next one is the 0, 4. So here 0 plus addition modulo 4, 0 plus addition modulo 4, 0 plus addition modulo 4 and the 0. So obviously we get the 0. That means if we put here the power 1 by 1, we increase here the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get the 0. Okay. So the order of 0 is equal to what? Order of 0 is equal to what? So here don't be confused here. Sometimes student write here the 0. Okay. So this is not a 0 because of here 0 is an element. Okay. So here but we have only one element because of if we use the power of in 0 power 1, 0 power 2, 0 power 3. So we get every power we get the 0 element. So here the order of 0 is equal to what? 1. Okay. Next one is the 1. So here 1 power 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Next one is 1 power 2. So what do you mean by the 1 power 2? That means we write here 1 addition modulo 4 1. That means what? What is the process? Process is that 1 plus 1 that means 2. So 2 less than 4 that means we get the 2. Got it? We have already seen in the last lecture what is the process for finding the addition modulo. Okay, and we already made a table with the help of the addition modulo. Okay. Next one is the 1 raised to the power 3. So we write here 1 addition modulo 4 1 addition modulo 4 1. That means what? 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 and 3 divided by 4. But here 3 less than 4, so we get here the 3 number. Okay. And this is not a answer, this is the remainder. Got it? Next one is 1 raised to the power 4. So we write here 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 and 1. So we write here 1, 1, 1, 1 4 times. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That means what? 4. So 4 divided by 4. That means we get the 0. Okay, so here we put 1 raised to the power 1. If we take here the 1 raised to the power 1, so we get the 1 remainder. 1 raised to the power 2, so we get 2. 1 raised to the power 3, so we get 3. And 1 raised to the power 4, so our remainder is 0. Okay, in case we write here 1 raised to the power 5. For example, so no doubt we write here 1 addition modulo 4 1, addition modulo 4 1, addition modulo 4 1 and addition modulo 4 1. That means we write here the 5 times 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That means 5. So 5 divided, because of 5 is greater than 4. So 5 divided by 4. So remainder is what? Remainder is 1. So we write here 1. That means what? Here if we put 1 raised to the power 5. So remainder is 1. In case we put here 1 raised to the power 6 and follow this process. So we get remainder is 2. That means what? According to 1, 2, 3, 4 power, we get 0, 1, 2 and 3 remainder. And if we find out 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, so again we get the power remainder is 1, 2, 3 and 0. That means what? If we write here the 1, 2, 3, 4, that means we get the 1, 2, 3 and 0. Again we put here the 5, 6, 7, 8, so we get here 1, 2, 3, 0. That means what? We put different types of the power, so we get only the 4 elements 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here the order of 1 is equal to what? The total number of remainder. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. 4 remainders are here. So order of 1 is equal to what? Order of 1 is equal to 4. Okay, next one is we find out here the order of 2. Okay, so here we write the 2 raised to the power 1. That means what? 2. 2 raised to the power 2. That means 2 addition modulo 4 2. So here 2 plus 2 4 divided by 4. That means we get 0. For example, we write 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, so here we write 2 plus addition modulo 4 2 plus addition modulo 4 2. That means what? 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 divided by 4. So remainder is what? Remainder is 2. 2 raised to the power 4. That means what? 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 and 2. Okay, so 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 divided by 4. That means what here? The remainder is 0. That means here we check here very carefully. If we put here the power 1, 2, 3, 4, so we get only the 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Okay, so what is the order of 2? Order of 2 is equal to what? 2, because of we get only 2 types of the remainder, 0 and the 2. Got it? Next one, last is the 3. So 3 raised to the power 1, that means 3. 3 raised to the power 2, that means 3 addition modulo 4 3. That means what? 3 plus 3 6 divided by 4. So remainder is 2. Got it? 3 raised to the power 3. So we write here 3 addition modulo 4 3 addition modulo 4 and 3. Okay. So here 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 9 divided by 4. So 4 to 8. So remainder is 1. Okay, so this is very easy process for using the addition modulo and the multiplication modulo. But in case you have any confusion, so you use the two terms, only two terms, and then find out the final solution. That means what? 3 plus 3, 6 6 divided by 4. So remainder is 2. So according to this term, we have the two number. Okay, so 2 plus 3, 5 divided by 4. So remainder is 1. So both the methods are correct, but I think this method is very easy. We so add all these terms in one time, and after that we divide it by the 4. Okay, next one is 3 raised to the power 4. So 3 addition modulo 4 3, addition modulo 4 3, addition modulo 4 3. Okay, that means what? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12. Okay, so 12 divided by 3, 12 divided by 4. So 4 3 are 12, that means remainder is what? Remainder is 0. So 2 points are very important. First one is always keep in mind, in the right hand side we write the remainder, not the answer. First point. Okay, and second point is you check here all the values if the different remainder is the order of an element. Okay, so here in case we write the 3 raised to the power 5. For example, so we write here 3 addition modulo 4 3, addition modulo 4 3, addition modulo 4 3, and addition modulo 4 3. Okay, here we write the 5 times 3. So 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 3 12, and 12 plus 3 15. Okay, so according to 15 divided by 4, so 4 3s are 12, so remainder is what? 3. So see here, first we have the 3 2 1 and 0, and after that we put here the 3 raised to the power 5, so we get the 3. So next term is what? 3 raised to the power 6, that means we get 2. 3 raised to the power 7, so we get 1, and 3 raised to the power 8, so we get 0. Okay, so here we have only 4 remainders are different. Got it? So order of 3 is equal to what? 4. Total number of the remainders different. Okay, so 0, 1, 2 and 3. That means what? For finding the generator, you consider here one by one, you take the elements. So first element 0, so we find out 0 power 1, 0 power 2, 0 power 3. Because of according to our definition of the generator, the order of an element, that means what? Every element we write here the form of this term. Okay, that means for example, we put here 0 power 1, so we get the first element. 0 power 2, so we get the second element. 0 power 3, so we get the third element. And 0 power 4, so we get the fourth element. Okay, so if we write here any element according to this process, then we can say that this is a generator. Okay, so check here which element is a generator. Okay, so here we get only the 0. Okay, so only 0, this is not a generator. In case if we consider the 1, okay, so see here the order of 1 is equal to 4, and here we get 0 1 2 3. So here we have 0 1 2 3. That means according to 1, this set we write here 1 raised to the power 1, 1 raised to the power 2, 1 raised to the power 3, and 1 raised to the power 4. Got it? Because of 1 raised to the power 1, 1, 1 raised to the power 2, 2, 1 raised to the power 3, 3, and 1 raised to the power 4, 0. That is, if we this set, according to this set, in the place of this set, we write here this term. Got it? So 1, element 1 is a generator of the given group. Okay. Next one is if we consider 2. So 2 is generator or not? So no, 2 is not a generator because of here we have only 2 elements, 0 and 2. Okay, 1 and 3 is missing. Next one is a 3. So if we put here 3 raised to the power 1, 3, 3 raised to the power 2, 2, 3 raised to the power 3, 1, and 3 raised to the power 4, 0. So again see here carefully, we get 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this is a element of the given set. Okay, that means according to this, we write here 3 raised to the power 1, 3 raised to the power 2, 3 raised to the power 3, and 3 raised to the power 4. Okay, that means we can say that the element 1 and 3 are the generator of the given group are given set with the help of addition modulo 4. Okay, so this is the process for finding the generator. So always keep in mind, in the right hand side we write only the remainder. Next topic is the cyclic group. So cyclic group, that means what? If we are given in a set and the operator, okay, if at least one element is the generator for finding this process, so we can say that this is a cyclic group. That means what? According to this question, for example, we are given in this question and we find out this is a cyclic group or not. Okay, so what is the process? Process is that we take here one by one four elements 0, 1, 2 and 3 and check here which element for finding the generator. We get all these four elements. So 1 and 3. 1 and 3 we write here this form. So we get the four elements. That means this is a cyclic group because of the definition of the cyclic group is what? At least one element present here according to your generator. Okay, so this is a cyclic group. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you.